Well, as you can see, the trailer's gone. It's almost in its storage unit, but that's a story for another day. Next job is to get this car assembled and mobile. Can't drive it anywhere, it's not insured, it's not taxed, it's got no lights, but I can at least drive it onto a transporter later this week with a bit of luck and get it into its container. And the plan was to have two 40-foot containers. But when we got the trailer down there yesterday, we couldn't actually reverse it into one of the 40-footers. So we're now going to have two 20-footers, and this is going to go in one of them, and the trailer's going to go in another, and hopefully all the remaining bits that I haven't got space for at home are going to go tucked around them. So this needs to be mobile, it needs to be rolling. That means two things. It needs, well, three things really. Number one, it needs fluids. It needs to top up the diff, top up the gearbox, top up the power steering pump, and fill up the coolant. I mean, you know, it's not going very far, nothing's going to overheat in that short space of time, but I'd like to just make sure it's not going to die in that short journey. Number two, it needs the battery box to go in, and number three, it needs everything hooking up, including sort of the 12-volt battery. Fingers crossed that's got some juice left in it, and we can see if it moves. So, get as far as I can today. I'm really running out of time now, and yeah, we'll see where we get to. Oh yeah, my fly's undone. There we go, one very filthy battery box in. Don't ask how it got in, but it's in. I assure you it's all done with the maximum of attention to health and safety, and certainly no diddly ratchet straps. Can't you see the sort of magic lifting eyes that I did invisibly weld on here? Anyway, that's in. Now it's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle where you've lost the box and you can only vaguely remember the picture. So I'm just going to grab parts, I'll stick the camera on sort of time lapse and stick things in, clean things up, bolt things down, see if we end up with a vaguely connected car. Vaguely. Little note on my high voltage junction box. I'm sure you've seen this before if you've been watching the channel for a while, but coming out of the battery pack box are the two BMW connectors. So those are shielded unless you stick your fingers inside those. Already like push them up against it, you're going to struggle to electrocute yourself. So while those are disconnected from here, the rest of this is safe. So you just need to not, you know, touch these. So while those are disconnected and out of the way, I can hook up the rest of this, hook the inverter in to the two terminals there, and that's all good. There we go, it's vaguely wired up. It's not pretty, but it's connected. Still got to do the all the earths. Next up, front valance and the radiator. Then I can redo that radiator pipe that I broke and get the other one hooked up. I've still got to sort of sort out, I can't quite remember how the coolant bottle fits. because I was fiddling around with that a lot. I've left the heater off for now, just to keep things simple, keep things quick. So I'll get the radiator on, get the valance bolted up, get those pipes sorted out, and then, yeah, not far off being ready to stick it on the ground. Just after that last clip, my camera battery ran out unexpectedly. And to be honest, at the same time, I sort of ran out of battery as well. I just couldn't be arsed. I was knackered, I was cold, I wasn't feeling confident I was going to get the car running, so I sacked it off and ran away and got some lunch. Come back today, fueled myself with an enormous quantity of sausage and bacon, and just done a load of clearing. Walls are clear, this corner's clear, car's back on its wheels, not powered, still not got all the bits to get it fully running, but it's movable at least. I'm trying to rope some friends into helping me get it onto the trailer tomorrow. Transporter's coming at about lunchtime. We'll get it into the container, and then just down this side I've got all my tools, remaining parts, tools, everything ready to go to load into my wife's car, and just tuck those around the car and the trailer in the 2 containers. So should in theory be fully out of here by Tuesday, and then once I've done that, I'll have a think, and then I'll start thinking about what sort of schedule of videos looks like. Partly because the videos are a great way for me to organise me getting stuff done. There's lots of parts I want to recondition. I want to set up a new test rig at home so I can test inverters, maybe start building up the system for the next car, and refurbishing bits for this car until I can get it back in a garage, finish this body, finish the drivetrain, and get it back on the road, or at least to a paint shop, so I can get it 100%. Well, you know, that's how 100% as a project car's ever going to be. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.